I have been wanting to do this reading for you for almost a week, and I have procrastinated it beyond comprehension. I don't even know how many reasons and excuses I've made in order to not do this reading. And I have absolutely no idea because I don't know any Gemini other than myself. And I don't include myself in my readings for you. So we're doing it. We're just going to do it. I don't know what it is. I don't really ever get like this about anything, especially things that don't even really involve me. And I'm going to do things a little differently, for myself at least, because I make these readings way too long. So, you're starting a new friendship, one that could really, really, at its highest vibration, could be fantastic for you. But if you're not careful, you can be the troublemaker duo. And troublemaker can be fun once in a while, but you don't want to base your relationship on childish behavior. You want the childish behavior to be fun. Like fun time, mischievous little things you do, like playing slight little pranks on each other when you've been together for like 5 years or something. But this person in your life, and this is definitely about somebody in your life, a actual friendship that you have with someone else. The popcorn sound is Lily. It's about a friendship in your life that you have currently. This isn't something that you have issues with, and it's not something that you've been separated from. Though I guess if I really, really dig deeper into this does kind of feel like a familiar energy that became unfamiliar and now is being brought back to you, and you're being moved up in level in the harmony of the relationship because you both now finally hear each other when you're talking. You're not just talking at each other, you're actually communicating. Even if it's about painful things, you're expressing you're being grown-ups. Like those two little kids in the playground, your best friend of like 30 years. You may have had a falling out in their like last 9 months or something. It was a phase for you to go through to see how you were by yourself. But this friendship never had any intention of ending ever. It's a true, honest, like lifelong best friends friendship. You just have to get it out of the darkness and bring it into the light, into a higher vibration. See how they're going from the dark into this, like, he's even pointing to it. Like, let's go over there, it's brighter, there's better music. And this one's telling you to listen to the one with the sparklies. The light, the light, the light. Follow the light. What else for the Gemini? Justice. Yes, you and this person had a drama llama showed up. And it made a messier friendship for a while. So now the scales are balanced, communication is proceeding. You let the iciness of yourself melt away. So whatever you did or told yourself to excuse yourself from talking to this person, like in a nice way, so you only did like, the relationship was basically on thin ice. So no matter what anybody said, it pissed the other one off or it made the other one cry. Like, somebody was always being the offenser and the other one was playing the defense, but both of them like really, really love each other. They're like lifelong best friends, whether they just met or they're, you know, they've known each other for a while. But this insinuates, and the energy I'm feeling really is wrapped around me, like this is a really long friendship. You've been friends with this person for a very long time. And I don't mean that just in a past life kind of way. Like, you've known this person in this life. At least more than 5 something. Because the communication card right here has the number 50. Which means 5 things have already... 5 pages have been turned. I can't explain it to you. It's just how I see it. You know? Whatever. Magician card. The Magician's pointing at the friends too. Like, you both manifested the same exact friendship while you weren't friends. So if you look at this is like, this is the beginning, you know. Here, the 2 friends were in a dark spot. They came together to go towards the light. But in order to get there, there was an initiation of them surviving the dark on their own. And the dark was just their own imagination. But they've always been connected internally through this deep connection of heartfelt comfort with each other, where it's just easy and honest and sincere, and you don't even have to talk. You hear the other person talking inside them. Like, you're empathically and telepathically connected to each other. And then this Justice card, while you were not friends, you both wanted the same friendship back. You just didn't want it with the person because you were mad at the person. I wonder what this is about. I don't have, like, this can't even be about me. It has no relevance to anybody I know in my life. Like, we're all cool. And I don't know. This is a really funny reading. I mean, I can read it in different ways for you. A joining of something that is occurring and the difficulty that you're experiencing, which could be like you're moving in with someone, or you're starting a new relationship with someone, or you have a little brother or a little sister, or you are the little brother or sister, and something occurred, like something happened. I don't know what that something is, but something happened to bring both of your, like, when you open the blinds and when the sun's coming up and the light comes through, both of your blinders were taken off. I don't I don't know how to express this to you because it's such an obnoxiously childish feeling. Like, is there a movie character that's like this? Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you're both absurd. What, you both love each other, you both care about each other, you're both offering each other, you know, something. This one's offering attraction, passion, energy to do things, to move life forward, to create, and blah blah blah. And this one's all like, and I love you constantly. Like, it's just all about love and charming and ooey gooey mushy feelings. And these 2 aren't lovers. They could be. If they're lovers, they're like the best friend lovers. And look, bottom of the deck is Nine of Pentacles. It means there was a phase of separation between these 2. What a funny story to see. I see it playing out like a movie. 2 friends that weren't friends for a while coming back together, learning how to live apart and be their own people, and then coming together. They're learning new experiences now, especially after this deepening of the connection they have with each other. both of them feel justified in what happened, so they've forgiven each other, like everything's fine. And during this phase of coming back together and having been separated, both of you manifested the same relationship again, but you weren't intending to do so. You left it up to the universe, and the universe brought both of you back together again. And if you want to look at it in even a funnier way, this one's like, no, I don't want to give my cup to this person, this wand. And this one's like, I'm not giving my cup to this person. And they're just going the other way. But they're going right back towards the communication and the connection that brings them back together. This is so funny. So, what's the advice here? Because this seems like where they're stuck. Fire and water trying to mix. Both of them are okay with moving forward. No one's holding any baggage. It could be like your own inner self. Your energies are harmonized. Now you're like, now what am I going to do? You're actually healthy and happy, and you have all the money you need, and you're at a good space in your life. Now what? Now you leave behind the bullshit story you've been telling yourself, and people have been expecting you to live. Because those swords aren't just yours. They were from people who tried to wrong you, people who you wronged, things you manifested into your life to teach you wisdom, people you cut out of your life, and people you're hoping to, how's that when you put your weapons together and you have a drink? It's just kind of like a little peace moment. So things are getting better, and really there's absolutely nothing to be concerned about other than your own sense of I keep hearing inside me, but not like audibly, like hearing this move as if I'm remembering a TV show. And I can hear the dialogue on the TV show. It feels like I'm better off without this person anyway. Look at all the things I did on my own. I don't need this person. And this other person's thinking the same exact thing. And because they're both thinking this, they become a law of attraction match. And the initiation is, and the wisdom from it is the lesson. Can you see the other one as yourself and accept them? Because you're both singing the same tune. Rebirth is judgment. And Four of Wands. Marriage, happiness, union, soulmates. A stable foundation to build on. Which means there was no stable foundation, or if there was one, it got completely decimated. I mean, look, this foundation is being built around a place of complete destruction. So if that little pile of rubble is the tower that you had built there with someone you were friends or in a relationship with, now that rubble is your campfire, and you're building an even better structure around it. And like the core of it all is that you two survived something that destroyed literally everything you had. And you're still moving forward. Like, yeah, we completely obliterated each other to the point where cosmic justice and the law of attraction itself and divinity and the elements of fire and water and archangels of initiation and singers of initiation all came together to bring these two people off into a better new life, to come forward cleaner into the spring as who they truly are instead of what everybody else made of them, to build a better foundation on top of what was destroyed. It feels like this card right here. When someone's like, you can't do that, that's never been done before, and she just kind of looks like, yeah, so then, be the first one to try to do it. or actually succeed doing it. And if you fail, then what's the difference? Do something different, or do it again until you figure out how to succeed in it. And if you really keep failing, then maybe it's not for you. But all of this points to that some people here in this reading, whenever you're watching this, you're being asked by the universe, like your highest self and yourself, actually your conscious day-to-day self as well, to really put what other people have told you completely behind you. It doesn't matter what has been or hasn't been done in a relationship. You can do it better, in a kinder way, in a higher vibrational way. Just because someone, maybe with the Five of Swords, cheated, doesn't mean that they're going to be a cheater. Maybe they gained the wisdom and they actually learned, not to do that. Maybe they had their heart broken with the Three of Swords and they don't know how to trust again because they haven't gotten to the Four of Swords yet. And you're riding in with the Six of Swords saying, come with me, there's safety and peace here. Like, are you allowing people the benefit of the doubt of having learned and grown? Or are you looking at them like you would as if you were little kids and you can just keep messing up, moving forward and, being mad at each other, or even just outright not talking? Or continuing to talk and do it better? It's your choice, obviously. The advice seems to be, though, people do change. They do grow. Yeah, you're the same energy, the same consciousness that you'll always be, but that consciousness evolves and grows. And if you think somebody that you had something with that you thought was gone and you were waiting for something else, or you left to go find something else, or whatever that separation was, because Justice and the Four of Wands usually don't show up unless there was separation. And, judgment and rebirth. Something had to have died to be reborn. And it's there. You guys just gotta stop being a horse's ass to the other one who's bending down to kiss your ass. Like, really, get off your mighty horse and actually, and you get off your knees and talk to each other eye to eye and heart to heart. Because using society as your ego booster, or like your superhero costume, like, yeah, I can do this because society says this is, not acceptable for you to have done. Therefore, I'm justified in doing whatever I did to manipulate the situation to be in and out of your life, and then just ride away with nothing other than a basic apology or a hey, how you doing? Like the most bland, empty, almost tipped over cup. Like, she don't even care. You're who? That one pulled my hair in 5th grade. I'm never gonna be her friend. Like, get over that shit. So, and right after, the next card is this. Both of them in the same boat. Being pulled away by the Hermit. Like, the Hermit's like, y'all have had enough fighting. It's peacetime. Let's go. Y'all need some alone time together. Because look, it's the same too. See? And this is 2 different decks. I've been telling you from the start, this is 2 specific people being, like, put on a timeout from the universe. Like, y'all are going to be friends or together regardless of what you do, so you may as well be the best versions of yourself. Because if you're going to be with, somebody who hurts you, or that you're going to hurt them, get your ass back to the rebirth phase. You're not allowed to get to the Four of Wands anywhere in your life until you learn how to be kind to people. Haven't you noticed that? And those douchey, like, rich people who are completely absurdly horrible to other people, they fake gratitude. So the key is manipulation of the energies around you in a benevolent, fair, neutral way. That way you get reborn within yourself as a better version of you, which can build on the destruction you both caused when you were being douchey to each other. I don't mean to be this blunt, but man, like when you guys need to hear something, you really need to hear something. Queen of Wands. Wow. Bottom of the deck is Ace of Swords. Okay, again, put the ego aside. You both can create a better outcome together. Oh, jeez. It was Six of Cups that fell down while I was shuffling. But it was like 20 cards. It was the bottom of one of them. Or the bottom of the 20 cards. Anyway, whatever. It's a soulmate connection. We know. Okay, seriously. Now the Ace of Swords is in the hands of a page. Some inner child version of yourself that has something to say and nobody's willing to hear it. Some version of yourself who feels so entitled to the destruction you've caused that you don't even see how like bigotry, how big you've become, how big your ego is, or yeah, bigotry. I don't know. It feels weird and obnoxiously obnoxious. Like, not just the word noxious, like gases and poisons and stuff, but obscenely. Like, you guys have a lot of not nice things to say to each other. A lot. Enough to burn an entire village down, or to start that fire and build a nice foundation together, depending on how you handle it. Are you going to do it maturely, gracefully, with wisdom and tact, and open-hearted communication, which is a respectful co-creation with the elements, to where the communication is elegant and noble and heartfelt and honest and kind and humble, and then you can build together with both of your choices and options and energies going towards the same goal? Or are you going to be a arrogant, obnoxious, narcissistic, person you just want to like you want to look at, and then your face makes that face as if you ate as if you ate a lemon? Like they just give you this sour taste. Like this energy is so, like, what crawled in your butt and then decided to build a cottage in there? Like, no, you can't be that hateful in life. It doesn't matter what they did to you. You cannot allow that much inside of you. Just look at her. This energy isn't even just depicted on the card. It's this, like, butch, arrogant, unladylike, dominant, and rude. Very, very not woke. And you can't attract that energy. If you're attracting that energy, then really bring yourself to a higher point, because I'm having to just feeling it and I don't like it one bit. You don't want to mess with that energy, because it doesn't comprehend know where the line is. Like, she thinks she draws the line, but the line is drawn by the sword of justice, not by the wand of your ego. So really leave this ego-y version of the Queen of Wands behind and accept that all is forgiven, and both of you manifested the same relationship, and this experience of being together is to help you build a foundation in learning how to communicate maturely, gracefully, elegantly, creatively, powerfully, in union and in harmony with nature. In the book of this Druid Oracle, it talks about how the Queen of Wands is in tune with the dragon lines and the ley lines of the earth. So this queen at her highest is really connected with the earth to where she's unshakable. She's indestructible. And whenever she is even seemingly destroyed and brought to ashes, she can immediately build something from it. She takes those sticks and builds a campfire, warms herself and her village, and then builds more around it. Be more of a noble version of yourself. Especially as a Gemini, I know that other side is in there. But that other side only seems dark to you because you haven't seen it in a wise light. Because you've been holding on to something that happened during childhood that you didn't know how to let go of. And it's being let go of, and it's being asked of you that you move forward wiser. Let's get a goddess card. All the other ones have gotten one so far. You're going to be so surprised how much this energy you're experiencing has evolved, or you're going to experience has evolved. If when you see clearly, like when the blinders are off, I'm happy for you, because this friendship really, really is worthy of a high vibrational connection between you two. It's so much better than any low vibration version of it could be. Wow, okay, sorry. It's not a lost cause. It's not impossible, okay? Somebody's heart opened. Both of your prayers through the Magician Act have worked. Oh, there's a bee on her chest. Look at that. It's right there. Oh, come on, Lux. What a pretty card. Anyway, there's a bee on her chest, and her heart's lit up, and there's more bees inside of her heart. And her third eye's open, and her crown, and she's absolutely perfect. And your friendship is not an impossible cause. The relationship is not impossible, and it's not over. It'll never be over, actually. The laws of this reality state so. So, you may as well enjoy it. I mean, really, you've been gifted something here. Something you thought was completely over and dead is actually a beautiful connection. 30 minutes, come on. Every time? Alright, I'm gonna go, because I need to not be in this energy. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay. My guidance and the guide's guidance to you. Let me get the translation proper. The exact vibratory regardless of what happened, the connection you and this person share is intended by higher forces to bring the seemingly impossible into the possible. Regardless of how much you can hold a grudge, or how much you can be the worst version of yourself, it's asked that you look up within your being, not only to yourself and to the sky, but to the greater possibilities of what this relationship could bring you. They're all in some way looking up and forward, except the Justice card, which is looking down into the waters flowing away. And he's looking kind of sort of at her going that way, as if he's singing her back to the connection. Wherever you thought stability was without this person in your life, you're going the wrong way. The connection and the stability is upwards towards the union of both of you, and towards the attainment of wisdom, and through the breaking through of what you are told is impossible. So even if this person cheated on you, or if the worst happened, which I hope it didn't, but if it did, you're being asked to break the boundaries of what a relationship does, due to the vibrant core of miracles, forgiveness, justice, rebirth, transformation, growth, and the destruction of the word impossible. Because it's a limiting factor within your vocabulary, which brings your frequency down. You're a limitless being. The word impossible shouldn't be in your vocabulary. So if you really cared about this person, here's your gift. Oh, Gemini. This was... Gemini, do not screw this relationship up. Whoever it is in your life, and it's not someone you've known for less than a year. It just isn't, I'm sorry. It might be someone you've known like over 9 months, but it hasn't been someone that's just recently in your life. This is a long-standing bond between people. Long-standing. Anyway, if you're wanting to say 10 or X, 4 plus 6 is 10. There's X's in the rebirth, double X. Justice has an X. It's an 11. These wands can make an X or make any shape really at that point. Cat fur. Where else is there an F? Anyway, there's a lot of symbology. Just be careful if you're following your gut, your guidance, or your intuition, simply because what you eat and what you think affect what you're feeling and what you're receiving. So you're not the best judge of your own character lately, okay? Or the characters of others, because you have had this thing sticking around that you thought was going to be a scar or a pain or, you know, some tragedy in your life that wasn't ever going to work. But it is. It absolutely is. Like, the best friendship is being listed here. This is the reunion of an amazing bond. And I wish you the best and most beautiful, benevolent outcome for you and this person. I'm thinking if there's, well, obviously there's different ways to read it, but apply it to your situation however it applies, and it'll be more specific to you than if I could do it myself. There is no harm here. There is no ill intent. There is no betrayals or treachery. There's none of that here. It's only the stain of it that's left. Like somebody broke like a skunk farted in the street or something, and then there's the fumes of it all around like a 5-block radius. This is still just the fumes of something that happened. Like the smoke of it. It's not even the actual thing. Because the original fire and destruction happened a long time ago. And people really have changed. Like, this is the rebirth card in the center of all of it. These people have changed completely. Their inner child is healed. Like, do you get that? Can I not stress this enough for you? This person in your life is completely new and reborn. It wasn't an impossible cause to heal this person. This could very well have been a narcissistic relationship. And this person actually healed. I mean, wouldn't it be better to be the first couple to say that, or to be one of the first, than to be another statistic? Wouldn't you rather change the way human things are done and sing a different tune than to, just go and be another stereotype of something? Don't do that. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm getting into that feeling of wanting to mother you and tell you how important this relationship is, but this is really important. This relationship is really important to you. Don't let the pain you feel judge how important it is to you. Don't let it diminish how important it is. It doesn't matter how many swords there were. This relationship in your life means something to you. Regardless of how young or how old you get, this person in your life, I don't want to bring you down, but it feels like you would feel like, what could have been? What if? What if? What if he had changed this behavior? What if he stopped cheating? What if he stopped drinking? What if this or that? Well, it's already happened. It's already happened. 3 different decks are telling you the same thing. 4, actually. Gemini, don't be a bitch. Be nice to this person. This person went through a lot.